Steel's a $2 trillion market, and there's no reason to believe that we can't find new ways that are better for making steel, the same steel that we use today and love, but cheaper with clean forms of energy. My name's Cooper Rinzler. I'm a senior partner at Breakthrough Energy Ventures, where I focus my life on climate tech innovation, and I'm extremely excited about the Climate Tech Map. I'm interested in steel because I'm a material scientist, and steel is an amazing material. It makes up over 90% of global metals use, and that's for a reason. It's an incredible material with incredible properties, and it's also super cheap. But steel is also one of the most important and recalcitrant opportunities in climate change. It's also an area that has been historically underappreciated and underinvested in, and that makes me deeply interested in it as a sector. We need innovation in steel because steel is unique in the landscape of climate innovation. Unlike so much of what we can decarbonize by simply decarbonizing the energy that we use in society, steel is a little bit different. And as something that's responsible for more than 10% of global CO2 emissions, we have to resolve steel. We've made steel in basically the same way for the last 3,000 years, and carbon is a crucial part of the chemistry of this process, not just as a form of energy. So if we're gonna decarbonize steel, we really need new groundbreaking innovation. The good news is, though, that this is also a massive market opportunity. Steel is a $2 trillion market, and there's no reason to believe that we can't find new ways that are better for making steel, the same steel that we use today and love, but cheaper with clean forms of energy. There are a lot of opportunities for innovation in steelmaking, but I'm most excited about new steelmaking methods, and in particular, new methods to make steel with a different reducing agent than carbon. Carbon plays the role of a reducing agent today by ripping the oxygen off of iron ore to leave iron. If we could find something else besides carbon, whether that be an electron or hydrogen or even just thermal energy to replace carbon as a reducing agent, that could radically transform steelmaking and potentially cost less. One moonshot that I'm very excited about is infinitely recyclable steel. Today, about 25% of all steel that we use is actually recycled steel. And over time, we can use more and more recycled steel. It's the most recycled material on the planet, and we are able to do over 90% recycling with steel today. However, every time that we recycle steel, it can pick up impurities. That means we need new technology that can help separate out those impurities to enable steel to be recycled infinitely, over and over again, so that the majority of the steel that we use in our everyday lives could be from recycled content. Some advice for people interested in working in steel. Show up with humility. Crude steel is one of our oldest industries, and we've been making steel for almost 3,000 years in the same way, and boy have we gotten good at it. The modern blast furnace is an incredible feat of technology and efficiency. So, please come in, work in steel, but understand that this is an incredibly low-cost commodity that also operates at an immense scale, at almost 2 billion tons per year. So focus on scale and really, really be sure that you're thinking about long-term cost structure. Something I wish people understood about steelmaking is that steelmaking basically comes down to 2 steps. You start with iron ore mixed with other things, and you need to do 2 things. You need to rip the oxygen off of iron ore, and you need to separate the iron from the other elements. Some steelmaking processes only do one of those 2 things, and it's really important that any scalable process can do both in order to unlock all available global ores to eventually get to that 2 billion tons per year of steel that we use.